Man, curious what I was doing wrong. Oh, yep. Not quite sure what happened there. Dang, getting banned from TikTok, but on there one day. Can you see the orange rod there? Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. One carp. I need one carp. One carp. They're gonna move in here eventually. They've gotta. What's up, guys? Any luck? Not yet today. I was here yesterday. We did pretty good. Fished for like 3 hours, so I didn't get here until about 9 o'clock yesterday. So I would imagine it's gonna pick up here eventually. I'm trying to get one carp. I'll probably fish them for a little bit, but one carp to use for cut bait for catfish. Now we don't have a lot of bass here. I'm in North Dakota. We got smallmouth bass over in a couple of little lakes, but Maxie caught nothing today yet. But I just moved spots, and so I'm just starting this live because I was over on TikTok streaming and I got banned for some reason. Not quite sure what happened. I was just fishing. They gave me though, so moved my way over here to. Oh, there's a fish on this one, or at least it's picking at it. I seen the line jump. We're gonna wait, but I'm hoping this green one's gonna go off here. Colorado, nice. I'm fishing the Missouri River right now, where it comes off of Lake Sakakawea. So there's big current out there. Largemouth bass and rainbow trout. Yeah. Come on, I saw it. I watched that line jump. Hope it's not one of these dang birds hit me. Getting swarmed by barn swallows here. I brought all my stuff, so if we're able to get a carp, right now I'm using cut bait. So it's, or not cut bait, sorry, dough bait. So it's panko breadcrumbs, what is the strawberry jello, and then corn. And I'm using corn on hair rigs, trying to get carp for right now. Eventually, if I get a carp, then I'll keep one of the carp and I'll use that for cut bait and run rigs later on at night for catfish. Oh my god, he's fishing. Yes, I am fishing. What am I fishing for? I'm fishing for carp right now, and then eventually, hopefully, catfish. Oh my god, he's fishing. Is he fishing for fishes? Correct. The target that I'm trying to acquire is, in fact, fishes. Oh man, strawberry jello. I can see that. Jalapenos, man. Are you trying to fish for me? Because I feel like I'd eat some spicy jello. Yeah, that's what I got strawberry jello on with this corn. Never tried the jalapenos thing. I love G, baby. I'm not gonna say it, but wait for one of these bad boys to go. Eventually. I'm fishing a shallow little flat right here. It's nice and shallow. There's a big, deep hole over there. It's probably 2-3 feet deep all through in front of me. And then back over that direction, there's a hole that's maybe 25 feet deep. Hey, thanks, great. I appreciate it, man. And then past that even more, there's really big current coming off of the dam. It's a hydroelectric power dam, so. What's up? I don't know who Annette is, but I'm glad that you see her. Hey, man. Yeah, I am back. I went over to TikTok and they said, "You're suspended still." No clue why. I don't know what I did. Just being a guy with a mustache giving dad advice and fishing. What am I fishing? I'm fishing for catfish and carp. Right now, I'm focusing on the carp. Can't fish the cats without the carp, so I need one to bite. It's weird because yesterday they were going hard. You got a fish? Nope. I wish I did. What rods and reels? The rods are ugly sticks. They're just Catfish Series ugly sticks that I painted up, and the reels are, I don't know how to pronounce them. You get them on Amazon, super cheap. Sing Yung Gang Lay, whatever they are, and those are the beasts. So, yep, just fishing for some carps here. Hey, thanks, Fish King. I appreciate that, man. Corn, yeah, dude, that's what I got. Got corn, panko breadcrumbs, and strawberry jello. Rice and corn, panko breadcrumbs, strawberry jello. Eventually, if I get a carp, that's gonna be the bait. What's a beast? Oh man, I don't know. It's just what they call the reel. It's like a big 5000 series bait feeder reel. I thought I'd like it because of the bait feeder. Only corn, no mustaches. That's it. I'm being mustache prejudiced. I mean, I know they already don't like me around schools. I'm just kidding. I got 3 kids, man. Mustache comes with it. I'm gonna be honest with you though, getting a little nervous. I'm not gonna get me one of those. You're not gonna give me one of those carp, because with no carp equals no catfish. So somebody's fishing behind me now. Hopefully they catch it. There's a big old pike that came through. Fish King, thanks for subbing, man. I appreciate you. There is a giant of a pike that's living in front of me right now. But turns out big pike don't like corn. Come on, carps. Yeah, I moved them a little bit. It's just a shallow little sandy flat, so there's not a whole lot to move it to. You know, the carp come in from the deeper water, they cruise up in the shallows. You might be able to hear like a little stream behind us. There's a creek that runs into the water right there. Yeah, man, I am waiting for something to catch. It's a lot busier out here than it was yesterday. I suppose it's Saturday and there's not thunderstorms. Here we go. Come on. This one's gonna go. Something's eating the orange one. Come on. There's a fish in the orange bait. Please. You're back. Good to see you. So I've never bowfished before. I know a lot of guys that do it. Where I'm at here, it's actually illegal to bowfish from the dam to downriver where there's a recreational area. You can't bowfish, spearfish, or underwater spearfish. So honestly, there was no part of me that thought this was going to be a difficult task. So that's what I get. Still waiting. Yeah, me too, man. Trust me. Came in here yesterday and just started catching them like no one's business. And today they don't feel like eating. I need one to eat or else this is going to be a short mission. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I didn't fish out of a boat. Maybe a few times when I was young we had a boat, but it barely worked. And then I'd go with like friends or uncles or stuff like that. But I bought a boat a few years back and I use it as much as I can. It definitely helps. Like, it's nice to be able to move. Like right now, I mean, if I had my boat and I had all the other stuff in it, I'd just go do something else. But I'm pretty stuck here in catfish land, carp land, I guess. I brought all my stuff to glowfish, so no one's business. What are you talking about? See you later. Yeah, I've seen people like do videos of underwater bow fishing, but you can actually spearfish with like an ocean spear gun here for certain species, so that's pretty cool. No, we don't have brim. No, no species. I mean, certain little stock lakes will get bluegill, but we don't have anything in here. I mean, there's crappie in the river system, but you don't ever really catch them. Some places on the lake, something hit that one. You guys see it? You watching it? Eat it, dang it. It's trying. Come on, let's go. There we go. There we go. We're on them. Just don't want to pull them. I had an issue with this big rod last time, pulling the bait. Okay, come on, big guy. Just don't be too big. Oh, it's kind of big. Give her. Okay, I'm gonna go get her with the net. Right. Beautiful. Okay, give me a second to get this hook out of its mouth. Okay. What I have here, ladies and gents, is catfish bait. Some people just kill these things like indiscriminately, but I don't like killing them. I'm gonna kill one because he's gonna be bait for later, but beautiful fish. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate you. Sorry for it's part of camping, big guy. Okay, that's the only one. Thanks, man. I'll fish him a little bit longer, just for fun. I'm not gonna be dispatching anymore. What happened to the other live? Well, so my main reason for being down here was to stream on TikTok. And I got banned. I think I told you that in the other one. Ooh, sorry for that, guys. I got banned. And then I appealed it, and I got a message that said, hey, come on back. I'm like, yeah, all right, sounds good. Turns out, that's not the case. I was still banned. And it said, I have no idea why. I don't know what I did. I've been working, trying to get the right amount of followers and things to be able to do live on TikTok. But apparently, I don't know if it's because I was driving, like I put it in a holster thing in my truck and we drove across the lake. I don't know. But either way, it canned me. It's gotta be the stash. So that was a carp. It's a common carp. They're actually invasive to the river system here. The common carp was brought over, I believe, from, gosh, I don't want to say anything that's wrong. I know it was brought over from overseas during the time where people were moving westward. And it's because people loved to eat them at the time. Well, they put them in every different little lake and stream and everything, and so they're just massively overpopulated in all these lakes because now nobody eats them. And what they do is they go in and they root through all the vegetation. And when they root through the vegetation, it makes sandy bottoms and not weedy bottoms. And the weedy bottoms is where some fish like to lay their eggs. And so, Fish King's ready to square up. Listen, it's a carp. That's why a lot of guys bow fish them. Or they'll catch them and they'll keep them by the barrel full. And then they just throw them in a ditch. And listen, I'm not into that one. That's not my world. I hunt, I fish, I kill and eat a lot of stuff. If I'm not going to use it, I'm not going to kill it. I hear yelling, there's a lot of people fishing over around the corner, and there's a little kid who's not very happy to be able to go home. So bummer. But it's not my kids. So it's 8:55. I don't know if we got any people fishing over there. It'll get dark here around 10:15, 10:30, dark enough that I'll go and start throwing those catfish rigs. When I get over there, I'll have to pull the mic out and plug y'all in. I got about 50% battery left. Thank you, Mr. Carp. I appreciate that, because I was nervous I wasn't going to go catfishing tonight. Cool. That was pretty fun. Thanks for being here with me, guys. What state am I in, Fish King? I am in North Dakota. American, I'm using, so they're rod holders that I made myself. It's a T-post, like for barbed wire fencing or for electric fencing. And I attached a piece of 2-inch PVC to it, and then I made it all neon-y, because when it gets dark, I'll throw the black lights up and it makes everything glow in the dark. I don't know if you're a TikToker person, but I made a video of me making them on there. I'm not a big TikTok guy myself, but the community there for fishing is actually really cool. If you stay away from all the BS, the fishing part's pretty fun. Lots of people out there live streaming their fishing, and people tend to get kind of close, and they're actually pretty friendly with each other. It's kind of fun. It's like having a bunch of friends. Favorite fish to eat? Walleyes, man. Walleyes were made to be cleaned. Zip, zip, fry them and eat them. I think I might keep a couple cats if I catch a couple tonight. Maybe 2 nice ones. Like, not nice ones, but you know what I mean. Eat them up tonight. My family's out of town. That's why I'm out here just live streaming like a bum. No responsibilities. It's too bad. I wish they were around, because my kids love to fish too. Crappies are good too, but we just can't find them. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Listen here, buddy. There's no reason why you should be moving still. My dude. There is no more. Stop it. Dude, bluegill is awesome if they weren't such a pain in the butt to clean. And the fact that you catch 10 of them a person, you'd be out there cleaning fish for ever. But my opinion is that a bluegill, like ounce for ounce, is probably one of the hardest fighting fish you can catch in freshwater. Like if you caught a 27-inch bluegill, I know it's not a thing, but like, you know, you catch a good one, 9-inch fish, and that sucker's either ice fishing or whatever, it's just bulldogging you, right? If you had a dang fish that was a 20-inch bluegill, that thing would just crush you. It'd be a lot of fun, actually. Got my dogs napping in my truck up there. They're just chilling. Spoiled suckers. Yes, I do remember you, father-son, from when I was carp fishing at the lake a couple weeks back. I've caught 1 carp so far today. I wanted to get 1 carp for catfish bait as it gets darker, and I got the 1 carp, and so now I'm just kind of fishing around for a little bit. And then, in not too terribly long, I'm going to go roll up and switch sides, and go fish for cats up on the other side. Dude, over a pound, that's awesome. My middle son, when he was like 3, caught a 10.5-inch bluegill. The thing was just a toad, bigger than anything I've ever caught. I have a friend of mine who's a taxidermist, and I had her do a reproduction of it. It's pretty cool. The video of it's on the YouTube channel here somewheres. Nice. Caught a trout the day after. My man. After church, though, right? Because that's why you had to get off. You had to go to church. My man. Oh, jeez. That's a hog. Oh, bluegills are super fun because you can fish them with a bobber. You can fish them casting with beetle spin if you want to. But I don't care how old you are or how much you fish. Nobody is ever going to get sick of watching a bobber go down. Nobody. I know I won't. Bear hook. just snapping at shiny things. We've got a little lake up in the north part of the state that you can go up and catch bluegills, and I mean, you'll catch as many as you want to catch in a day, and they're pretty nice. And like the limiting factor for like what people keep responsibly is like how much do you want to clean? Sitting here thinking, man, it's getting dark. Nah, dude, you just got sunglasses on. Yeah, we don't have both in here, I don't think. And if we do, I've never seen one. And I fish a lot. Bofin's body, from what I've seen in videos, is kind of similar to like a burbot. I don't know if you guys have caught burbot. Big, long, pretty much one solid fin almost. And what you'll do is you jig those out of deeper water. And I mean, they will just suck to the ground. It's pretty cool. Biggest bluegill was 13.5 inches. Dude, that's giant. Yeah, a hybrid, if it's 13 inches, what is it hybrided with? A triple tail from the ocean? I'm just kidding. That's awesome. That's huge. Yeah, I mean, seriously, I could sit on the edge of a dock and just fish bluegill and perch for hours on hours on hours. Down here in the south, never seen them north of Missouri. Yeah, I'm a bit north of Missouri. I'm in North Dakota. I actually have a lot of family in like Kansas and Missouri, and that's where I've done quite a bit of largemouth bass fishing and crappie fishing in the days. But I would really like the opportunity to go down south and fish in Florida, go offshore a little bit and fish, and then fish the canals and stuff. Going for another thing on the fishing rod. I am. Una, I appreciate you being here. These ain't carp, they just fight so well. Arkansas. Nice. I consistently sit here and wonder how big of a weirdo people think I am just talking to myself. Probably pretty big of a weirdo. I'm getting text from my wife. She's up in Canada with our kids, hanging out. She just said my 3-year-old and my sister-in-law sunk the tube. That's so much fun. I gotta work this week or else I'd be up there too. They've got really good fishing on the lake that they live on, and a lot of big carp to fish. I'd be fishing them right now if I was up there, but we got to get on the Wi-Fi because, boy, you have a sister? Nope, I don't have a sister. I have a sister-in-law, so my wife has a sister. What time you guys think I should start catfishing? Oh, that guy's got one up there. He's carrying it. Georgia Giant. Dude, I would love to fish for a Georgia Giant. That sounds awesome. My rods are painted, so I used, gosh, I can't think of what it's like. I think it's Krylon fluorescent paint. Then I painted them up, and then I hit them with a lot of like clear coat on there. They're holding up pretty well, and they shine real nice in the light. I'll put them on later. My biggest bluegill, so my biggest bluegill is not super big, probably 9 inches or so. My son got one that was just under 11. About 20 minutes before dark, yeah. Oh, your cat almost jumped in the water. Well, good thing it didn't do it here. Big old fishies. Your cat would be like a catfish. Catfish. It's a bad joke. It's fair, though. It's one of the reasons why I keep my dogs up in the truck, because they're Labrador retrievers. They love retrieving things from the water. And if I had my dogs out here, anytime a fish jumps, they splash. Anytime I hook up with one, they want to go out there and see what's up. Nah, not much for turtles around here, man. We do have some in. I mean, they're going to be in the river system. They are here. I've never seen one in this river system, but they are. I mean, I live on the Souris River back in the town that I'm from. I live about an hour and a half away from where I'm fishing right now. And we've got quite a few snapping turtles there. We got western painteds in there too, but when I was living in Minnesota, I lived there for 3.5 years. And I got on a pretty good catfish bite there. And one time I was reeling in a catfish. And it was cool, and I enjoyed it. And then it got up, and I was like, that's a weird looking catfish. And it was a big old snapping turtle ate my cut bait. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Oh, am I back? Looks like I'm back. That's cool. I've caught seagulls before. I do that. They'll grab it right out of the air when you cast. Especially, well, where we are right here. You go around the corner, there's a big dam. And in that dam is constantly pumping water through. And it's coming from the deepest part of the lake, Lake Skakawea over there. There's a big population in Lake Skakawea of rainbow smelt. And so the rainbow smelt will come down and they'll get churned up kind of. Usually they come through okay, but they're really disoriented. So they come through just like flopping on the top. And so the birds and the fish and the everything will come over and they'll start popping those rainbow smelt off the top. Well, if you're fishing, you're trying to fish with stuff that looks kind of like whatever's coming through, right? And so you're throwing either jigs that look like rainbow smelt, or you're throwing little jerk baits or whatever it is, and lo and behold, the seagulls will pop them off the top of the water quick. And then, I mean, a lot of times, because you want to get your bait back, you'll just reel a seagull in and hold it down nicely and try to get the line out. Plus, you don't want that seagull flying around with that hook in it. Seagull's just trying to live. But It's a sight to see when you got a guy out there like reeling and their rod's going up in the air. Okay, it's 9:10. At 9:30. 9:30. We're gonna pack up, go up to the truck. I'm gonna change the rigs up to my catfish rigs. I'll show you what we're gonna use for cats because I made it all myself. Bought some blanks, painted them up today, clear coated them, got them nice. Just kind of being dorky about it, honestly. I've sat and caught 100 cats in 2 nights with a jig here, but I wanted to do it the way that people who fish for catfish seriously do it, and so 10:11 there. Yeah, it's 9:11 here. That's the thing about fishing, man. I didn't get home last night till 3:30. Guess that'd be this morning. It stays light so dang late here in the summertime. It'll be light here till 10:30. I have not used the buck folding fish knife or fillet knife, but I used the same buck knife that I feel like every young person has ever had for deer, the 110 or whatever it's called. You think this is my deer knife? It's that buck knife. That's the only buck knife I have. I do like knives. It's one of those things. I'm a weird guy. Dudes, when they get to a certain age, they just like stuff. I think some buddies of mine just rolled up. Black handle? Yeah, with a little silver piece on the bottom. I keep seeing that line move. There's no wind. It's got to be something messing with it. Or it could be my eyes just messing with me. It's a real possible situation, too. This line is messing with me, man. I would not be surprised if that one goes off. Might be bluegill. Well, we don't have a lot of bluegill. I don't think we have any in the system up here. Bluegill are kind of a stocked species in a lot of places up here. We have them in little potable lakes. They got to be deep enough that they can survive in the wintertime. We have a lake right on the border of Canada, Lake Metagoshi. It does pretty good for bluegills. What bait am I using? Right now I'm using that dough bait. It's panko breadcrumbs, some strawberry jello, and corn. I'm using the corn on a hair rig. Yeah, there's carp on my bait down there. I can see them swirling. We'll pick it up, big dog. It's a real simple catfish or carp fishing bait. Say I'm pumped, I got one. I mean, I was really anticipating to catch a lot. Because yesterday I came down here and I was hooked up the whole time. I was having times where I was like trying to get bait on one, trying to get it on the other, and I was catching a fish with one and holding the rod with the other. It was a whole big thing. Okay, I'm gonna give it 4 more minutes. Yeah, for sure. I don't care what it is. If it bites the hook, I'm taking it. 4 more minutes carp fishing, then we're gonna walk up to the truck. I just gotta change over my rods from the carp setups to the catfish setups. Probably let my dog out to pee. Give him some scratches. And get back to doing some fishing. Yeah, for sure. I wouldn't mind watching something take off. One more big bite. That'd be fun. Well, that's the thing with largemouth that's kind of nuts. Like, we'll fish, say, jigs here with walleyes, right? And that walleye, when it hits that jig, it's like thump. Big, just the thump of a walleye and a jig is cool. But then, like, I fished largemouth a lot when I was living in Minneapolis. And you'd pitch a creature bait or something, and all of a sudden your line would just haul butt off to the side. Like, I wouldn't feel anything. I'd just see my line take off. It's like, oh boy, reel up, set the hook. Striped bass, gee, 31.5 inches. My biggest walleye I ever caught was 31 inches. Oh, there's a fish on this one. Orange rod's gonna go. Watching it? Come on. Listen, I just said I was gonna be done. That was a legitimate bite. Y'all seen it? I saw it. Now I'm stuck here, waiting. I seen it happen. It was a real old bite right there. Still giving it 2 minutes. The only thing I could think of is it sucked that corn up, spit it back out. 'Cause I mean, that was a bite. That wasn't something running into it. It looked like a bite. So what am I waiting for? Nothing. I got nowhere to be. All day to get there. Hanging out fishing. Just living life. I know, right? Yeah, I'm only gonna give it 2 more minutes. I can see a lot of ripples and stuff right directly over top of the green line too. I don't know what, maybe they're just not eating? I know they're in there. I can see them in there. Well, that's 2 minutes are up, so I'm gonna reel this one up. I doubt that fish is gonna be just sitting on it. Carp don't tend to do that, you know. No. Oh, kind of in the grass. So just FYI, guys, I'm reeling up, but I'm not done fishing. I'm going to just move a little bit, change my technique. Darn, I bet you what happened is that carp came in here. You know what? No, I'm not going to be done yet. Yeah, I am. Don't y'all ever get like that? Just sit and like talk yourself in and out of it. I subbed. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, so there's these benches over there, and I think the benches have rod holders on them. That'd be kind of cool. Even though I've got these big old rod holders that I made. I noticed every time I reeled these in, they had a lot more grass on them than they have the last few days. So I wonder if that's part of the problem. I don't know where grass would have came from, but you know, if the carp can't find the bait, or if the carp eat the bait and there's just no... What is happening there? Yeah, I'm grassy there too. Son of a gun. Alright, either way. It's getting to a point where it's kind of dark. Not really dark yet, but it's getting there. By the time I get everything changed over, to my catfishing stuff, it'll be about catfishing time. I'm gonna have to take my mic off for a while and let my phone charge, so you won't be able to hear me as well. Too much stuff. People looking at me like, what in the world's that guy got carp for? I'd ask the same thing. Just supper, you know. All right, let's go up to the truck. We got everything? Yeah, I do. So I'll have to cut up my catfish bait off camera, because I do know that the old YouTube, not a huge fan of that red stuff. Not at all. A lot of guys fishing out there. Guess what it is. Hello, good girl. There's an old boy in there too. Got the two most spoiled dogs in the history of dogs in there. I got a leg that's too short here. we go. Oh, that was the sound of me schmucking my truck. All right, let's set these over here. Okay, I'm sure we'll use the rod holders. Gonna be done with that bait. Gonna use this again. All right, let's see if I can fix some of these legs here. Get this as level as I can. What is going on here? That's what it is. Okay. Well, let's do it like this. There. That way I can do the stuff that I need to do. Hey, see you later, father, son. Thanks for coming, buddy. I appreciate you. You've been on here both of my lives. That's awesome. I'm actually going to use this opportunity right now to plug this in. Oh, you stinker. She locked my door. That's why I keep the keys in the back. Stay. Good girl. Hi, can you move your butts? Your big old butt's in the way. Oh. I'm talking to the dog, by the way, not a person. Stay there. Good girl. All right. Okay, so mics are gonna get weird here for a second. Can you guys still hear me without the mic? I'd hope it transitioned. Just gonna put my mics here. Yeah, okay, cool. It's probably not near as good, but hey, it is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do. All right. Yeah, cool. So I can sit here and talk, do what I need to do, but can't see what I'm doing. So all I'm doing, guys, is I'm taking a section off the back of the tail that I'm going to cut into some strips for cut bait. That's it for now. If I need to get more, I'll come back and get more. No, this is a old Danko, I think. Yeah. I've had this for quite a while. So a problem that I had yesterday was I had too much bait on my hooks. So all I'm doing, look at that, a little tiny chunk. Okay, so we're gonna set Mrs. Carp back up here in case I need any more. But for right now, 2 pieces, that's all I need. If I need to come back, I'll come back. Oh man, Trent, I have no idea. Honestly, I don't think so. especially something like a carp. They're so oily and there's so much fat in there. They're gonna come searching for that. Suck it right up. Okay, so now that that part's over with, we get rigged up. So the way that I rig catfish, get into my tackle box here. I usually tie a three-way. Beautiful. So I had a couple of three-ways already tied. Here we go. So I'll tie a three-way. Love watching all these people come in. I think that is Dane. There's not many super awesome Camus boats out there, but Mr. Dane's got one. Okay, so now run a three-way. Got a clip. Just gonna clip a 3-ounce weight onto there. Then go into here. These are just rigs that I've painted. So I'm actually gonna try 2 different rigs. One, so these are just spooks, wiggly spooks. One's clear, that is like what you would buy if you just buy a unpainted bait. So we go. Sure it's not a person? You ever try the organs? Oh, maybe. So I just got a snap swivel up to spook, bobber stop, circle hook. Now, clip that to the leftover part of the three-way. Voila, got a catfish rig. This dude back here with his really loud music is going to get me copywritten. Do the float? Are you saying do they float? They do float, so that spook floats it up however long the leader is that I make. That's the point. You kind of keep it off the bottom just a little bit. And it looks like I lost the three-way that I used last night because that would be convenient. So I just build a new one. Not a huge deal. Got a little time. Yeah, the setup's really easy. It's called a Santee Cooper rig. So people sell them. You can make them. Last night I actually used just like a crappie float as the float on the Santee Cooper rig without any rattles, and it did just as well. So just like most bait, I think baits catch fishermen just as much, if not more, than they catch fish. Oh, you can't even hear me. I don't have a mic on. I'm seeing you thinking you got a mic on. can't talk loud, I guess. Cool. That's in. Put on my weight. You can hear me? Oh, nice. Nice. Catching kitties. Well, that's what I'm going after. So I'm going to try out a couple different ones that I made. But here's one I painted earlier. Just the main forage here is rainbow smelt. They have a bit of a purple to them. So I made one that I still left transparent, but I just painted it with a bit of a purple. We'll see. Honestly, I don't think that at the depth that they're at in that dark, I don't see anything. I think I'm just doing my thing. Again, painting them because I think they look cool more than painting them because I think the fish are going to bite them. Throw some bait. Try to get it through the skin. Boomtown. Voila. Teeny tiny chunk of carp. Leader. Float. Look it up. Ranger hitting the water. Everybody's coming out. Just getting started. Okay, we're going to throw the other piece here. What line am I using? So my main line is 30-pound Power Pro. I'm a big Power Pro fan. And this is, I think it's called a Whisker Seeker, a monofilament. It's a 30-pound monofilament for the leader. Okay, let's put the knife away. Make a trip down there. Just gonna keep my terminal tackle right here, I think. I'll be right back. I'm back. Glowy lights. So Chad, how y'all been? Thanks, man. Keeping MCing it while I'm gone. I appreciate it. Keep things rocking and rolling. Okay. I'll take this. I'll take you guys. You're kind of important. Grab that old net just in case. Oh, that's funny, man. You guys are just in here killing it. Chit-chatting. Bum, bum, bum. Here we go. Cool. I do not think I'm getting these in there. Maybe. Well, for right now, I've only used it once.
Yeah, what'd you get?
I got a carp that I'm using for catfish bait.
Carp for catfish.
Yep. I used it last
Sounds like
night.
a t-shirt.
They should do one. You make it, I'll buy it. Good enough.
Probably that long. This is our first time ever coming up. We had to make a parts run to Garrison, so.
All right, let's do this thing.
That's all that matters. Yeah, right? Is this the time to fish here? Is like right on dark? My dad always talked about coming up and fishing at night up here, years ago. Well, I mean, it's just lately here on the boat. Yeah, we haven't got the boat out. We're busy farming, so we need to get batteries in it and get it fired up. Is this yours? We found that. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, we already picked up garbage here that people left behind. Beach computers. Well, that was just
Okay, this is gonna bug me, but I'm doing it. There we go. I'm gonna end up having a mismatched colors.
Yeah, it's empty.
Okay.
Let's go. Set up, ready to rock. See, when it gets darker, put up the glow lights and then it glows up pretty good. Not quite ready for that yet. Is what allowed. What you talking about? So last night I was in the boat, like 10 feet offshore right here, casting back into the hole. So I was having issues because it's an eddy. And then what happens with the eddy is that current comes back around, swings in front, and it comes back, so it just sits and turns your boat as you're going. So I figured I'd just come fish off the shore tonight, cast into the same darn spot. The mismatch, yeah, I know, man, it's killing me. But they caught a couple of catfish here already. I'm hoping that means that they're going to be out here biting eventually. How deep do you think it is? I know how deep it is. So about 15 feet offshore right there is 8 feet. And then if you go about another, say, 20 feet farther, it's down to 28 feet. So, and then it pops back up. You can kind of see in the distance there. Pops back up into 8, and goes back, goes in 12, and then comes. So, there's a big hole right here.
Big fish.
You see, there's a couple boats out there. Those fellas are fishing walleyes. Caught my fair share of walleyes right in that spot. Caught a really big one way down there. Just under 13 pounds, 31 inches. One thing I won't be doing is staying until 3 in the morning again, though, because good gravy. I woke up at like noon today feeling like a degen.
Just let it go. You know, but I mean, you're in here. That's. I see the.
They're more of a flat base than still water. But I'm sure they could play.
So with that rig I got, right? Oh, strawberry jello jalapenos for the cats? Huh. Maybe I go in there and chop up the carp and then marinate it in the jello jalapeno. Give them like a sweet and spicy carp chunky. The line on orange is jumping a little bit. Oh, oil from the pickled jalapenos. That's, yeah, I'm telling you, that's a good way to catch me, man. I like jalapenos that are pickled. I like strawberry jello. You had me swimming around down there.
No, is there a place that guy can go down along the river around this area, or is it all kind of?
Oh, man. Load, you ain't lying. So hard to manage lines here. Because you guys can see, like, see all right here? That's all really fast. I mean, that's probably going 4 miles per hour maybe. And then as it comes back around in this hole, it just swirls. So I casted this green line off to my left. Everything's reversed where you are. Off to my left. And it somehow was way over there now. And then, so I casted that even farther to the left. And actually that hit the current and it's back over to the left. So it's, my lines are about as far away as I can get them. Yeah, man. It's an old Lund with probably a 80s Merc on it. But she's giving her.
Oh, it's so wet that I was kind of worried the hatches wouldn't make it.
No, I've actually been seeing, I run a crop spraying business, and I've been
So I'm gonna have to give her if
around in a wheat field.
one of these things goes down, because
I had
man,
a mama
my rod holders down there are hanging on by a prayer.
that I just busy on the tracks. So no, I haven't seen a lot of them. This is a lot of good ones. We haven't cut any hay yet, so I can't
Yeah, that
expect
helps.
heat. Yeah, that's the thing this year now. We're gonna have, we have a guy who lives 2 miles south of us. Full conservationist from game and fish. And that guy just grew a half section of native seal from a native plant. He does it every spring early now this year. 2 weeks ago we did it. He's so worried
I've got a,
about this is some tournament algorithm.
I don't know if you can see down there, this whole area is nothing but those riprap rocks. I've got a mallet with a sledge in there. I just don't think it'd work.
Well, I better get going. You have a good one. See ya. Yeah.
Sure is a nice night though. That's a big concrete retaining wall block. Down below it is more this cobblestone riprap combo down there. Where's the white cooler from the shorts? Sitting in my front yard airing out because I did it again last week. That white cooler will never have anything but bait in it, because man, I swear it's just gonna be permanent minnow smell. That old two-stroke over there is just smoking. Here we go. Green, green. I'm running circle hooks on these rigs, so. Come on, buddy. Dang it. I'm not gonna mess around with it until one hooks up. Yeah, it's great. I shared that short on Instagram, and it's just me gagging because that nasty old cooler. It got like 30,000 views. I'm like, ah, nice. It's never anything cool. It's not Aaron getting a bear or Aaron getting a big something. It's a grown man with a mustache, dry heaving. Here she goes. Look at that butte. That's too bad. It's getting bit on that green one. Guys, I'm staying on here. I'm just checking the tech. Hey, when I did that, what time is it there? It's 9:56. When I did that stay on? got a wife and kids that are traveling, so I like to make sure that I keep in touch with them. That, yes. It didn't stay on? It glitched. Okay, yeah. Well, if it ever does that in the future, that's just me checking texts. Because gotta keep mama happy. Well, I'm gonna check this green one and readjust it.
Look,
Thank you.
you get a fish cats in?
What's that?
Cats?
Yeah.
Seen anybody fishing walleye out here recently? Or?
There were some guys out last night. I was here till about 3 in the morning. I had my boat parked 10 feet out there fishing
Yeah,
cats
you
in the
do
hole. What's that? They caught a few. Nothing crazy. They're
Walleye or?
walleyes, yep, right close to the shore.
They were right here, huh?
I caught one on a jerk bait into there, but nothing big, just small ones.
Somebody wants to sit in here, let them, but if they start walking away with it, tell them I'm here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Will do. Out there. Roll in the deep. Let's see where that ends up. Yeah, for sure. My wife is awesome. I mean, she knows how crazy I am about fishing. Lets me do this stuff. I got 3 boys that are all fishing crazy little suckers too. So we have a good glitch. Yeah, man, my main line is braided. Sorry, I was being stupid, pretending to glitch. I'm a dad. I do dumb things like that. It's a thing. Yeah, 30-pound braid main line to the 3-way swivel, the 3-way to a 30-pound mono leader. Well, I don't know. I'm not catching anything. I'll need some bifocals here. Actually, I don't. Just went to the eye doctor the other day. Okay, appreciate it if you did not do that again. Thanks. That looks like it's not. Current decided to take it for a little ride. She'll stop wherever she's going. Where are you going? Look at that. You guys good? You done? All right. Yeah, they're just these like little cheapy Amazon lights. Big man, yeah, seriously, almost went for a tumble. They're not as good as like if I was running these from like a car battery, like a boat battery, but they're rechargeable. They do a pretty decent job for what they are. I think I know it's. Hey, yeah, that's pretty good. That'll do. Come on, kitties. It's a little bright yet for... Yeah. A little bright yet for fish and cats, but it'll happen. Trying to decide if I'm going to be a wimp and throw my jacket on or not. Just go long sleeve for now. Nice. Yeah, I know some people will use those lights to try to like attract small bait fish, and I've heard it works. It's illegal to do that here. Like I can use the lights to help me see, but I can't use the lights in the water for like an attractant. Could use a confidence booster here, right? I hear my dog in there barking. Oh, here we go. Green one, green one. Come on. What is happening? Why? Nope. I'm gonna keep it right there, a little shallow. It's hard on that big deep drop off right there. It's a turtle? Man, I don't know. I have never, ever seen a turtle in that, around this fast moving water like this. I'm not saying that there can't be a turtle. Just saying I've never seen one. The problem I was having the other day, yesterday, was that the circle hooks that I was using were too big. And so I was really having a hard time getting fish to get the hook in their mouth. So today I tied up these rigs and I tied them up. Throw a pizza. I need some bad guys to come down the stairs and try to mug me. And we'll see if any turtles come out with like a bow staff. I would like to see me catch a monster too, Trent. What you're probably gonna see is me struggle bus for most of the night and then catch a 2-pounder, which still all right. Appreciate you guys hanging out on here though. See, look, there we go, green. Sitting here wondering a couple of things. One is my hook too small now? I don't think it is. The second thing I'm wondering is if maybe I need to hook the bait different. There's a fish on green again. I mean, it's on there. I see it. It hits it. You guys see it? Kinda. And I think it's close. Should we give her the business? No. So I'm gonna try to take this, hook it a little closer to the. I feel like maybe this hook's a little too small now. I can't get the dang bait off the hook. There we go. So what I did is I put it so the bait is just barely in the skin, left a lot of the hook exposed. I'm gonna do the same thing with this one. What are y'all saying? Act like you're asleep. I'm new to the catfishing thing, guys. I'm a walleye fisherman. I have been my whole life.
Well, honey, look out. Don't get in the water. Don't get in the water.
I don't know if it's coincidence or not, but that was me. I haven't got much for bites at all on the spook that's uncolored. The purple one has been getting lots. Man, these circle hooks are so sharp. I think your comment got taken down. What was your comment, dude? What size? These ones are, I think, like 3, 4. These channels are like, a lot of these catfish rigs are made with 6/0 hooks, 7/0, like big. And these channels, like their mouth can't get into that. Okay, trying something different. Next time I get a bite, and if it doesn't hook up, then I'm gonna go and I got more rigs that have bigger hooks on them. It's the reason why I buy all the different hook sizes and things. I'm experimenting, I'm learning here, you know. Nah, I don't like it. That's better. The thing is, I can only learn so much from these guys that are out there. Yeah, I got some in the truck. I'm just lazy. Lazy. The truck is literally right up there. But, I mean, technically, if I'm going to go out there, I think I got to pull my lines out. It's a whole big thing. Okay, well, we're going to give this a little bit more of a try and let that happen. And if we get nibbles like we were getting there and I don't hook up again, then yeah, I'll go get a bigger hook. This is great. Here, check this out. Got these sunflower seeds I was gonna eat, and I left them in the truck. And then my puppy decided she wanted my sunflower seeds, so now no sunflower seeds. Do you think the game warden will take that? Like, listen here, these fellers on the live, they were watching it. Have them holler at me. By the time I fished them last night here, it was dark, so I took my boat up and around the corner, and I spent most of the first parts of the night fishing. Hey, Fish King, thanks for coming, dude. I appreciate you spending as much time with me as you did. It really helps my videos when people show up and stick around, so thank you. I'm pretty new to this, so figuring it out. I'm so slack. Oh, I got fish on this one, I got fish on that one, I think. Because King said he was leaving. That's what's going on. I think I got fish on this one too. That's what I'm talking about. We've done it. A fish. We have caught a fish. King, I'm sorry, dude. You missed it. Also, I was probably even a little optimistic on 2 pounds. It's a nice little channel. Hooked perfect in the corner. Yeah. Changing that was a good move. I just started hooking it through the corner of the skin now, so the little piece of carp is just dangling. All right, this guy's got to go back. I'm gonna keep 2 if I catch some bigger ones. Probably 40. Let's go. Check this. It was no, it just went slack on me. So. Cool. All right, let's do this. Probably 40 pounds. That's what I'm thinking. 40 grams. Definitely not 40 ounces. Appreciate it, man. Just everybody who, I don't care, you got a smart fridge. Just everything you got, throw the live up. This light's not doing a dang thing for me over there. Quick, I need everybody to go to the local library. Check in. Sign on to every single computer. Crank that live. Go to Walmart TV section, live. Let's go. If you can't get people to come, cheat the system. Really? Here's what you do. You bring a buddy over, right? You keep the whatever one's the fastest in your pocket. Then you bet with them. Like I bet you in the next 2 minutes he catches a fish. Oh, there it is. You're kitty kitty. All right, you guys hang out. Don't go anywhere. I'm running up to the truck quick to grab a drink. Sprinting. I'll bring my pliers back too. Well, things don't look very exciting. That's a family. Is your family on vacation without you too? Got another rig down. Might end up using it, might not. Fair enough. Yeah, my wife is Canadian and her family's all in Canada, so they got their Independence Day is coming up here on the 1st, so they're up there for July 1, and I got to work this week, and I'm taking the second half of the week off for 4th of July. Oh, there we go. That's a big takedown. That's what I'm talking about. All right. It's still not giant, but it's better. Here, kitty, kitty. Oh, dang. I'm getting hit on the orange one, too. Oh, dang. I'm doubled. I'm doubled. Am I? Okay. This big dog, he's gonna be food. Oh, come on. Oh! Didn't have the hook. Okay. Still good bait-wise. Let's get her out there. Okay. Good stuff. Dang spook made its way all the way up there. Get down there. I don't like it. It's got to be perfect. Hit that eddy right. You guys, don't get too old where your eyes just stop working. You can't see stuff anymore. It appears that got a little bit of a tangle going. Oh, not bad. Okay. Look worse than it is. So one bad thing about these three-ways, man, is that they'll get everywhere. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, we're good. Ah, it's up in the truck. How'd you know? Truck. Actually got 2 of them in the truck. Hold on now. 1 key. All right. Bring in a little bit of extra bait down. Brought the mics. Brought the headlamps. Now y'all can get off my butt about everything being in the truck. Yeah, if I could just get the truck down close to the river. This dang headlamp, man. This thing will melt the sun. Right, this is gonna pause for a second. You guys, how's the audio? Is it all right? I could always put the mic back on. I think I'm getting close to being charged up pretty decent. It's great? All right, cool. This is one of those weird, rare North Dakota nights where we got nothing for wind. That is not something that happens very often around here. Yeah, I only see it getting better. Cool. Thanks, man. Yeah, as it gets darker and those kitties start going, I don't foresee the night getting worse. It's famous last words for a fisherman, though. We have a abundance of small channels like that in the river here. That was a paddlefish. Heck yeah, man. but there's always the chance of getting a big dog in there. Barr. So earlier I said I really didn't think having a painted versus a clear spook meant anything. Yes, same as spoonbill. But every bite that I've gotten has been on the purple painted. Clear one hasn't gotten, I mean, maybe a bite, I thought, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm telling you, Trent, I'm gonna be jacked. Just big ol' monster guns. Yeah, it's cool. In the oh, here we go, green. God, I hate when that happens. He was just dangling on the old piece of meat. Man, phrasing. It's one thing I'm noticing a little bit too is this with this smaller circle hook, it's like getting stuck back in itself a little bit. God, they're snapping over there. There's a lot of salmon and trout that are in this river. Yeah, I'm gonna change them right now. I brought one down. I'm actually gonna change out old orangey first and see how that does. Boom. Yep, so we're just going up one size at a time. Those ones were, I had a 3 and a 4 on, this is a 5. I have 6s and 7s in the terminal tackle box. And I've got some tied up, but without the rattle. So this is, well, you can't really see it well, but I painted that bad boy. Kind of like to mess with these, so it's got a bit of a green bottom, but it's got a purple, fades into black. Let's see how she does. One thing I don't like about this rig is that when you cast it, sucker moves so much that I'm never confident. I'm never confident that it's not tangled. You need it? Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. I gotta watch out because sometimes I see it. I'm like, ooh. Oh, well, maybe he's doing something. It might also just be on that. There's a little shelf out there, and that current, when it rips around it, kind of dangles it over the shelf. I gotta check this. I'm not confident that it didn't twist when I casted it. I know it sucks. Not gonna catch it, not out there, but. Nope. Just fine. Good job, Aaron. Way to waste time. What time is it, boys? 10:30. Hey, DJ, they are a little bit, but I'm not catching. There's one on green right now. Green gets a good bite and it doesn't hook up. I'm gonna change to another size higher. Maybe the thing I thought was a problem wasn't the problem. I'm changing those hooks down a size. Well, this is how you learn, isn't it? It's okay, I'll just change those out. Boys, don't let those go in the water. I'm counting on you. Boys, I told you not to let it go in the water. Now look what's happened. There we go. Yeah, buddy. 30, 35. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, up close and personal with that weight there. Man, we got a better chance at 3.5. I'm saying 85. That's total weight for the night, right? Add them all up. Oh, stop it. Every time I'm dealing with a fish, old orangey decides it wants to start moving around. I'll tell you one thing. When these circle hooks get where they're supposed to be, little Gamakatsus are sticky suckers. All right, that's the last taco. Everything else gets a pass for the rest of the night. We're just fishing. We're gonna fish till midnight, so I got an hour and 17 minutes left. Orange, you're kind of letting me down here, big dog. Mr. Green, he's coming in with the thing. Do I ever use the bells? I've used them before, and then what tends to happen is I set the hook with them on, and then I launch them into oblivion in the middle of the night. I suppose if I was gonna set rods kind of far away from each other, maybe I'd use them, but so I can have the rods on the live like that, they gotta be pretty close. I know, right? Just screwing with people. It's like, I gotta. Oh, there he goes. Just gotta talk about him. Trust me, it bothers me too, man. When I built all these things, painted them up, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll have people able to be on the live, be like, orange, green, and now I got all missy matchy. Can't bring them anywhere. Man, Orange was doing some stuff. He just said nah. Keeping us busy a little bit though. I mean, I'll take it. Sure looks like fish might be being caught back there. Whole lot of boats sitting in that hole out in front of us. That old skinwalker crane over there scared the daylights out of me in the middle of the night last night. Full-grown man style. White thing standing in the shallows. I'm gonna give it to 10:55, and if old Orangey doesn't produce a fish, I'm gonna jump him over and cast him closer to the current seam over there. I don't think I've seen the movie Mimic, and because of that terrifying ass bird, I don't think I want to see the movie Mimic. I mean, the thing is just standing over there and it's like as tall as me, which is not a crazy feat by any means, but still. Yeah, 6'9". I mean, it's actually 6'7", but I lie. Take any little bit I can. Oh. Oh, great. See, I don't know how old you are, but when I was a kid, I watched this movie, Congo, where like there's old gorillas that try to kill people. Man, I had nightmares about those stupid gorillas. I had the same nightmare like 15 times as a kid. Stupid things were running around in my town and I was hiding from them. All right, let's go, kiddies. Let's do this thing. Not you, bud. All right, cool, man. You're about the same age. I'm 35. I should watch it as an adult because I'm sure it's something dumb, you know? There's so many of those old movies and old shows that used to freak me out when I was a kid. Then I watch it as an adult and I'm like, that's like a guy in a costume. Man, it's a nice night out here. Holy smokes. Yeah, anaconda. You see like a glimpse of it. Just remember being terrified. Big old snake gonna eat me. Come out of the river. I'm trying to remember who is that Ice Cube in that movie? All right then. Okay, this is gonna glitch for a second. I gotta text Mama back. Yeah, there's so many of those old movies. I got into so on Hulu right now, you can watch all the Home Improvements. Right, when I was a kid, I always thought it was funny because I could just like associate with those kids so well. And I got 3 sons, and we were doing the math. Their sons in the show are equally split like mine are. The age that Tim Allen is in that movie is the age that I am going to be when my kids are the same age. And like every single thing that happens in that show, I'm like, man, my freaking life, dude. Any luck over there?
Blinding me, hang on.
Yep. Keep her looking at the corner.
Nice. Not a touch down there. I walked all the way down to where the rocks start and casted my ass off. Not a bite. Damn. How you doing?
What do I got? 3, I think.
3?
3? Yeah.
Any decent size?
No, I think they're all about 2.5, 3 pounds.
That's good eating cat, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm gonna keep 2 of them, and that's just sitting here hoping that maybe we'll catch a big dog eventually. I've never seen a big one come out of here.
I have no idea. I grew up on the Red River where they were all
Right.
10 to 20 pounds. I mean, my God, we caught huge cat.
It seems to be a bunch of cookie cutters around here. What I see.
What's that?
It said it's all about the same size cookie cutter fish around here with these ones.
Are you best eating all those sizes?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I'd like to eat a giant one anyways. It'd be fun to catch one though.
Yeah, they're a fighting fish.
Yeah, put that one way out there.
I wouldn't mind catching anything other than cold. There's a lot of work for nothing. But that's the way it is.
That's fishing. All right, there we go. We got the right rod holders. It's a good tax write-off, man.
You guys out in the boats doing anything?
I can't tell.
Can't tell.
I can't tell, but they're all getting real close, so.
Pelicans are like they're neon out there.
Well, this little crane over here off to the left, or whatever that thing is, scared the daylights out of me last night because he looks like he's about as tall as I am. And he just shines standing over there.
No heron out there, huh?
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, that one to the left is. That's a cool looking bird right there. Yeah, I thought if I wasn't gonna catch anything, I'd at least come and sit here and make it comfortable.
Well, as I'm sitting here like, man, my back's starting to get sore. I'm standing next to a chair. I could sit in it, but
Straddling those damn rocks over there, catching nothing. That's bullshit. I've done that before in my younger days. I'll be 65 in a month. I don't need that shit anymore.
no. A little comfort.
Get comfy.
Time is
I wonder if a guy threw trout bait out there and let it sit if he'd catch trout, or probably just keep catching catfish. Huh?
I'm wondering what's hitting the what hits the top out there so much. Like I've seen walleyes snap on smelt up in next, like way up by the rocks up there.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of like aggressive topwater happening out there. Doesn't sound like
I just throw fake smelt imitations and jerk them, you know.
right. You'd think you'd get hammered pretty good.
I mean, it can be good, but they gotta be in here. I think in the spring and the fall it's best, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Summer it's just kind of meh. If I had my boat along, I'd be fishing the big lake for sure. Audubon or Sakakawea for sure.
Yeah, I mean, Sac is. Oh, there we go, Greenie. Sac is so good right now.
What's that?
It's in Sakakawea. It's just so good right now.
Good?
Yeah, big time. There we go.
It's been good for 3 years, hasn't it? Really good. It's as good as it's ever been. There's not much water coming out, it seems like.
Oh, it seemed pretty
Still.
still. Man. Oh, Orangey's still getting skipped.
About one for that.
Just to remember what it feels like.
Yeah.
Get the net.
You know, 5-1 if it happened, I think. Not gonna shake them off.
No.
Last year there was no lights out here, now they got 2 going.
Up there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's kind of nice because when you're coming back from up in the chutes,
Yeah, it was hard boating out here last year. Shit, you couldn't see what a damn boat was.
it's just completely pitch black.
It's so dark. Fuck. You don't like.
Man, I just about took a header. Sweet. If you sit down, you get a bite. Oh man, every time. I was just sitting here thinking, like, okay, it's 11:02. It's been a while since I've got a bite. Maybe I'll take off if I don't get one. I didn't even have to say it out loud in the fish bed. I'm gonna glitch for a second, guys. Oh, we are back. Sorry about that.
Running up and back and forth.
Hey Trent, thanks, man. I appreciate you being on here for as long as you were. Like I said earlier, it really helps my channel when people stick around and engage. I do. I appreciate the heck out of it. apologize for shining you guys. I'm gonna turn this headlamp off. Just go with it. Dang, I almost wish there was a way for me to get those lights up a little higher, but might have to get those tip lights. Okay, I'm gonna start playing the 15-minute game. If at any point in time I make it 15 minutes without getting a fish, that's what I'm gonna call it. It was a real late one or early one, or however you want to call it, yesterday. I wouldn't hate trying to get back on a normal schedule tomorrow. What else do I use for bait? Yesterday I tried chicken gizzards, and they didn't work worth a dang. We don't have suckers here. I've used cut suckers for casts before, but I used to just go buy them when I lived in Minnesota. We can't use game fish parts, so like a carp is not a game fish, it's a rough fish, so it's fine, but I couldn't use like a bluegill, or something like that. The only thing you can use is in the wintertime. Hey, good night. In the wintertime, you can use perch eyes for ice fishing. There we go, orange. Oh, baby. Yeah, that's what's up. Oh, another little kitty. That's a little guy. Thanks for playing, bud. Appreciate it. That one there is on my green pearl. All right, thanks, little buddy.
Here tomorrow?
Depends on what the weather's like, I think. Well, tomorrow's Sunday.
Chance of some rain, or
Might be doing some.
was that Monday that was supposed to rain, I think?
It was supposed to get me pretty good on yesterday.
Yeah?
I'm glad it didn't.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I think Monday was supposed to get a shot. Drink it easy.
Thanks, you too.
Try some more.
Well, that's gonna start my 15 minutes over. 11:09. A lot of people out fishing tonight. It's the big positive about bank fishing, man. It's like sitting out in the boat. It's kind of cold. You're like, I should go home. But then the whole time you know that when you go home, like to go home, you got to get the boat on the trailer. You got to pull everything in. It's a whole deal. Here, when I want to go home, I'm just gonna go home. Use rice sticks. Oh, huh. Man, heck if I know. I've seen people use like those dough baits, those catfish dough baits. Honestly, carp are just so abundant around here, and they want guys to get rid of them. I don't like just going and killing them for no good reason. And so, if I can kill one and know I'm going to use it for bait, I don't feel so bad about it. But those carp are invasive and they're a nuisance, and everybody wants them gone. But they're a dang fun fish to catch too. You grew up eating carp, oh, right on. Well, like that's how they got here. You know, when the settlers moved west, they basically stocked carp in every place they could stock carp at. That's why there's carp in every lake and stream and river. And but then for some reason, people just stopped eating carp. For me, walleyes taste good. They're easy to clean. We don't really have anything for bones. I mean, those things are just begging to be eaten. Trent, my man, go to sleep. Even though I appreciate you. Well, we're on the final countdown. When I say that, I mean I'm gonna give them 15-minute intervals. So I just caught one. We'll call it, I don't know how many minutes ago. We'll call it 3. It's probably more than that. So I'm gonna give it 12 more minutes. If I don't catch a fish, then I'm out of here. Go home and go to bed. But it's gonna start over every time I catch one. 11:25. My problem is that I just don't know when to quit. So then I get home at 3:30 and I do not like it. Today was a beautiful day. I ended up sleeping in till like noon. Because my dang butt didn't get to bed till 4. Forget something?
Yeah, I got a big white keychain. Like a big boat keychain. And I thought it was in my backpack. It's not in there. can believe it. I'm locked out. And I can't find my key. It's really bizarre. What the fuck did I do? I didn't even open it down here.
Right?
That is really bizarre. Wow. I had the lid on my bucket the whole time.
It was in your bucket?
Uh-huh.
You had it in the bucket?
Yeah. With the lid on.
Well, then,
Absolutely freaking me out, man.
yeah, it should be there somewheres, right? I mean,
Right?
there's no hole in your bucket.
There is not. What the fuck? Should be easy to break into that old eye. I need a coat hanger or something.
Yeah, we'd probably prefer to not have to jimmy rig into it.
I'm okay with doing that. So
It's got to be somewheres.
I got years in 1990. It's an old camper. Got wing windows. What the hell? That's absolutely bizarre.
What are you on the phone till 4:30? You mean like talking on the phone or like watching stuff? Literally nothing makes me stay up late except for fishing. Like fishing's fun, but my number one is to hunt. Like I love hunting. And I think one of my favorite parts about hunting is, and once it's dark, you go to bed. Go do your thing. Nothing good happens after shooting light, except for catching catfish. Yeah, Big Dog's not having a good day. Yeah, see that? And I got a fish with old Orangey. He was like done being a diva. Not where I'm from. Fair enough, man. Well, it seems like about time for that thing to go down. Is he talking to you? Yeah, he was. Yeah. Yeah, are we talking about on the record? On the record, 30-30. In real life, that 22 long rifle's been, that's a gun of some people's dreams, man. I got a 30 caliber universal suppressor that I use for my 7mm Rem mag and my 6.5 Creedmoor, but it threads on to this little, I think it's a Ranger 22.
thing's like shooting a pellet gun. Yeah, you know, all the dudes that do a lot of prepping and they gotta have 5,000 rounds of 223. Like, I think I got enough rounds of 223 that if I ever got in a situation, I'd have it. But for sustenance, staying alive, I bet I don't want to say how many rounds of 22 I have. .22 in the right place is going to do the job. All right, 5 minutes left. Man, if I leave here in 5 minutes, that'd get me home before 1 o'clock. That almost feels reasonable. I know, man, right? I made the rules. I got to play with them. Play by them. It's 11:20 for me right now, yep. It's weird, cause like I want a bite to happen, cause I want to catch another fish. But I don't want a bite to happen because I'm sleepy. See, once we get to 11:25. See, once I get to 11:25, then the game's over. But I've also got to clean up, put the other spooks away, stuff like that. Everybody knows that the rods come in last. So bonus fish happens. Nothing I can do about it. I'm pretty sure Buddy's up there breaking into his camper right now. All I hear is curse words, mumbling, and smacking stuff. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, like I'm happy. But come on, man. Did y'all see orange? Man, that just about happened. Thing is, like, cats aren't like a walleye, right? Where they're gonna bite, miss, and spook. I'm fishing for catfish right now, man. So I feel like once that kitty finds that bait, it's gonna be around. It's only a matter of time. orange one just got hit. What am I using for bait? I'm using cut carp. First half of the live today, I was out fishing for carp. Just needed one for bait. Now I'm using, well, I've used the same 3 pieces of carp all night. That's what's been cool. That carp skin is so tough. And once you get on that circle hook, if he's on there, you can use that whole bait all night. Yeah, minnows work. Do I have barbers? I don't know what barbers are, man. So I'm gonna guess the answer's no. All right, 11:25. It's my cutoff for now. I'm gonna start getting things situated so we can get our butts home. I'm tired, but you never know what happens at overtime. So. Bobbers, yeah. Okay, my bad. No, I'm using, I'll show you before I put it away. Got a something called a spook. It's basically a floating top water bait that I've got ran inline with a circle hook, bobber stop. And I run that all the way to a pretty heavy weight. That heavy weight sits on the bottom and it floats that spook up. That spook suspends the bait kind of like this. And then the rods are fluorescent and I run black lights so I can see them well in the dark. They use a circle hook, and so basically the fish, for the most part, is going to pick up the bait, try to swim away. That circle hook migrates to the corner of the mouth. That's something that a lot of people do, but we can't do it. I live in North Dakota, so it's, yes, what he said, not legal here. What am I doing standing here not doing anything? Big thing I need to do is make sure I don't leave any camera gear behind. Okay, you guys are on. Make sure my rods don't go in the water duty again. Come on, green. All I got left are lights and rods and you. Yeah, dude, I think so. I think I need to get it up higher. No, you're right. I don't know if they have a. I'll figure something out. Maybe even get stronger lights. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for me. I'm gonna get these things going, and I'm gonna try to see if I can maybe help this fella get into his camper. Dude, thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate the heck out of you. Okay, if you guys have TikTok, I'm not the biggest TikTok guy, but that's where a lot of people live stream fishing. And that's where I usually do it, but for some reason I got banned today because I was being dangerous, according to TikTok. It is what it is. So I'll try to come on here a bit if I can, but YouTube is usually just where I make my videos, live stream on TikTok. So North Prairie Life. Thanks, guys. I appreciate y'all.